The Liberation Army's sweeping victory seems to signal a turn in the war for Dayin. However, General Jared uses his superior numbers to harry the group and threaten their fragile momentum. Benyan has fortified its army with weapons and supplies bought with funds stolen from Dayin. Benyan has also purchased the swords of a vast number of mercenaries from these same stolen funds. The Liberation Army does not want for willing fighters of its own. However, most are old men and inexperienced boys whose passion far outstrips their skill. The Liberation Army has no choice. It must bolster its ranks if it is to meet Benyan on equal terms. Its only hope lies locked in Benyan's prison camps, where Dayin's former soldiers await their rescue.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Chapter 7 of my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I have decided that since this chapter is incredibly boring and not worth commentating on, that I will recap the story of the end of the last game, that is Path of Radiance, and what has happened from the prologue of this part until now. Okay, so for the last game, spoilers, Ike defeated Ashnard in the Mad King's War. If you don't know what the Mad King's War is, well, basically that was the war where the Mad King, Ashnard, attacked Crimea for whatever reason. Anyway, Ashnard dies, Crimea wants nothing to do with Dayan since they don't have the resources to rule it, so they basically hand it over to Banyon, which is the main antagonist of this game, it seems. Anyway, that's all fine and dandy. 3 years pass and we're basically here now, and we have Nolan and Micaiah who have started the Dawn Brigade. I think Nolan is technically the leader of the Dawn Brigade, but you control Micaiah, and she's the person that the game focuses more on. Basically because Nolan doesn't matter. Anyway, so during the prologue and Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, these 3 chapters introduce all of the members of the Dawn Brigade. Well, all of the founding members anyway. We have Micaiah, Edward, that useless archer, I can't remember what his name is, Nolan, and Sooth. At this point, in Chapter 2, they meet Laura, but she somehow gets captured and manages to get Micaiah captured as well. Congratulations, Laura, you're so good. So, at this point, the story follows Micaiah in jail, where she meets Amy, Kurth, and Ilyana. Sooth and his friends realize that Micaiah and Laura are missing. Oh noes! And somehow manages to know which jail she is locked in. So yeah, Sooth and friends save the day, yay, and Amy meets up with her friends. That is Daniel and George. I think his name's George, or it could be Jorg or something. Doesn't matter, they're merchants, and so they say that they've heard a rumour about Ashnard's supposed son in the Desert of Death. Micaiah's like, okay, let's go to the Desert of Death, cause, like, it's not like we have anything else better to do. So, the Dawn Brigade meet up with a Pegasus Knight called Meg, who joins Micaiah. You know Meg, you've seen her. Basically, she met up with them through an info conversation. Anyway, I'm pretty sure somehow everyone gets ambushed by Legu's bandits. I don't know how that happened. I can't remember at all, but whatever. So yeah, after mercilessly killing everyone, Micaiah meets Raphael, Queen Nyla, and Volog. And if I recall correctly, they were all like, oh, we heard a voice, so we came here. So we crossed a desert that no one has ever crossed and lived to tell the tale, because we heard a voice in our heads. Anyway, yeah, so suddenly they found some random people being besieged. I think it was Jill, Tornio and Ziark, and they help them because, you know, leaving them, not helping them is basically, yeah. Maikaya decides to help them because she can. There's literally no other reason why they helped Tornio, Jill, and Ziark other than because she can. Yeah, so anyway, they meet Prince Peleus, who is, coincidentally, King Ashnard's son, or supposed son, or whatever. And we also met Izuka, who I think he looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, for more story, Izuka is like, okay, let's organize our army, and they do, and they're like, okay, now let's attack some random things. So the Daean Liberation Army, or what it's now called, I think Izuka called it that, I can't remember. Anyway, they decide to attack Terran, which is, this is in chapter 6, I think. They decide to attack Terran, and they meet a useless paladin called Fiona. After the Daean Liberation's army's victory at Terran, Fiona and friends join the Liberation Army, and everyone lives happily ever after. Not really. Anyway, that's pretty much a very quick wrap-up of what has happened in the game so far, which basically isn't a lot, to be honest. Apart from the fact that they went off and chased a fairy tale, or a legend, of a supposed prince who actually ended up existing anyway, so I don't know what I'm rambling on about now, so I'm just going to shut up and commentate on the gameplay. Look, it's Meg! She's healing herself. Okay. If I recall correctly, I put Meg there, but she ended up getting doubled by a stupid archer. Why am I telling you things in advance? I'm a psychic! Not really. Okay, also, if you don't know what's happening here, Izuka's like, let's attack a prison camp. And he's like, let's poison the waters. And Maikaya's like, no, we can't do that. We need to kill everyone compassionately. And I'm like, no, Maikaya. Stop that. Anyway, moving on. You might have seen those other units, the green ones, the other people. That is Tormod, some beast Lagoose who I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to bother trying. And Vika, I think her name is. She is a bird Lagoose and she flies around and stuff. So yeah, there's not much to say about that other than the fact that they take the shortest route to Sooth. So you move Sooth away from them and they will follow Sooth, which is why you should move Sooth up the path rather than where those two night guys are attacking Tormod at the moment. Well, we're attacking Tormod. Never mind. So yeah. Have I mentioned that this is a really boring level? No? This is a really boring level. These guys are stealing experience. Oh well. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, victory is seized, so basically it's like, that Laura chapter where we had to put Laura on the flashing tile. Yeah, if you've played Fire Emblem before, you'll know what Seize is. And I'm assuming you have played Fire Emblem before, considering that this is a sequel, and everyone should have played Path of Radiance, to be honest, because it's a good game. I should probably mention there are prisoners here that you can save, so you should try to do that if you want. You don't have to, it's not compulsory, but I do it anyway. Well, not all of them. I think in this run I only saved 2, because I was like, can't be bothered with those other 4, 2, 1, I can't remember. Anyway, as you can see, they follow suit. They take the shortest route to him, so yeah, the shortest route is that way. Unfortunately, this doesn't one-shot the stupid armor guy. I was wondering whether to take the risk of 11% hitting, but I decided to take the risk because just in case, well, not just in case, yeah, because I mean 11%, and besides, if it hits anyway, I can always just laugh and then use it as bonus footage. Whatever. Anyway, so after talking to these guys, well, no, not these guys. If you talk to, if you don't talk to Tormod, you won't recruit them into your party. So you won't be able to control them if you don't talk to Tormod. But if you talk to the others, you won't. Recruit is a bad word, because you get to keep them after this chapter ends anyway. Yeah. As you can see, support conversations in this game are really boring. There's nothing at all to say about them. I mean, why would a priestess be storming the front line? Why? Whatever. Oh well. Okay, you can break down these doors. You can also use Sooth to unlock them, but I did not. There's also a pointless conversation every time you do. I skipped them because they are boring and I don't care about them. Yay, 3 prisoners. I really don't know why they're even bothering to attack from up there. Anyway, these prisoners are escaping. Cowards. Yay, my Kaya wins. As you can see, that is, I gave her the Paragon scroll, so she can, yeah, level up a lot easier than she was before. At this point, I'm shoving my Kaya because I kind of want her to do stuff. Get over to the seize point and seize the chapter because I want this chapter to end because it is boring, as I have said. Okay. I'm really surprised that hit Meg, to be honest. Stupid mage. I decided to use Z-Arc here to just end this stupid guy's life. Here we go. Yeah, that was almost overkill. That's alright though. Ziark levels up. Moving Jill out of the way so that people can shove her, because she's not going to get there next turn unless, yeah, unless I do shove her. So whatever. Shove. Stupid mage. I don't know why it took so long to kill him, actually. Actually, at that point I noticed that none of those mages that were sitting down there were doing anything at all. So I just left them. I left Sooth. I didn't even bother using him to attack them. And so they're running away. Cowards. All of them. Cowards. I mean, what the hell? Why can't I use them for the next chapter? Instead, I just keep the same old army. Why am I conversing with her? They're already on an AE support. They don't need to converse. Don't talk to each other. Hooray! And now I can finish the chapter. Seize! And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to go over the story because I probably didn't do it that great, but yeah, I don't care, so I just thought I'd recap the story because there was nothing to say about the chapter that I just did. So, I am going to thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next chapter that I do. See you later.